And on the subject of key figures, Kenny Lofton, who was clearly the central figure along with Dennis Martinez in the clinching game at Seattle for Cleveland the other night, drove in the first run of the game against Randy Johnson and then broke the spirit of the Mariners, scoring from second base on a pass ball to make it 3-0 and put Seattle away. So here we go. Game 1 of the World Series is underway, and the first pitch misses inside, ball 1. Lofton, Vizquel, and Baerga for the Indians. Hit down is short, and Belliard drops it, picks it up, and has no play. Belliard, normally a very good glove man, and he would very often come in to spell Blauser defensively, gets the start in place of the injured Blauser and begins the World Series with an error.
Yeah, you very rarely will see Rafael Belliard handcuffed by a ball, even though it's hit very hard. In the last 3 years, he's averaged 1 error per year. That's 212 games. There's error number 4.
And often it's not only that you make an error, but when you make an error allowing one of the fastest guys in the majors to get on base, that could be the beginning of a big inning.
Lofton this season with 54 stolen bases. Takes a big lead, doesn't go, and Vizquel takes a strike. Omar, the only Indian in the starting lineup apart from the pitcher to not hit 300. Great glove, and when you have his glove and you hit 266, you're a very key figure.
That you are. 10 sacrifice flies and just, peerless at shortstop. 2 gold gloves.
They pitch out, nothing happening. The Braves have to guard against a bunt with McGriff and Jones each shortened up at first and third. Vizquel, a switch hitter.
Well, the dilemma for Greg Maddux is that the guy at first, Lofton, stole 54. Have a left-handed hitter that can pull the ball into the hole. And the only thing, in my mind, that he does not do well is hold runners on.
You would think that Maddux would have a better move to first base. He gets rid of the ball quickly to home plate. But 32 runners tried to steal. 26 were successful this year.
In the National League Championship Series, the Braves were able to shut down the Reds' running game as Lofton goes, and it's fouled away. And that was one of the keys to their sweep, and it might be one of the keys to this World Series as well. Stolen bases this season. Lofton, a 4th straight stolen base title. Goodwin and Nixon each had 50. Knobloch and Coleman completed the top 5. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think Greg Maddux is the type of guy that's not going to let a guy like Lofton, regardless of how he got on, bother him early in the game. He would rather give up 1 run or a stolen base at this point than have a big inning. He knows he's right into the heart of a very powerful lineup.
He goes. The pitch is strike 3, and the throw is not in time. So Vizquel gone on strikes, but Lofton picks up a stolen base, and the Indians have a runner at second with 1 out.
With 2 strikes on the batter, the catcher has to stay back to get the strike. Just a tad later, and with Lofton and his speed, no chance for Charlie O'Brien. But they did get half of it. They got the out for Vizquel, but not Lofton. O'Brien had no chance on that play.
Lofton reaching on an error, stealing second, 1 gone, and now Carlos Baerga. All season long, the B&B boys 3 and 4. Baerga hit .314 with 15 homers, and on deck Bell, who hit .317 with 50 home runs. And Maddux bluffs Lofton back to second. When you look at the Indian lineup tonight, the next 6 hitters during the regular year hit .314, .317, .323, .314, .308, and .300.
Al, I think the reason that Maddux stepped off, Lemke was playing straight away at second base. Now he's holding Lofton on, or a little closer at second.
And he ducks in, and Bruce Fleming makes the call at second as he gets back.
This is really a tough play for a second baseman because he has to get back to his position in time. Baerga, a terrific hitter, who rarely strikes out. Interesting matchup right here, not only at second base but at the plate too.
Now with Baerga with 389 RBIs over the last 4 years, that's 100 more than any other second baseman.
Standing well up in the box, and the pitch away, ball 1-0.
And he will hit the ball anywhere. We saw that in the All-Star game where he lashed a ball to right field. I mean, he'll go the other way. He'll hit for power. If you get behind him, he becomes a much better power hitter.
Open stance, well up in the box. Lofton goes. The pitch is low. The throw is not in time. Jones put the glove down. The throw is right there, but Kenny Lofton steals third. So Lofton, who set the tone clearly the other night at the Kingdome, is setting the tone in Game 1 of the World Series in the first inning.
You could not have made a finer throw than Charlie O'Brien. Right there. Short hop, and the tag was on the chin. The right hand was in there. Good call by third base umpire John Hirschbeck. Watch the backhand.
Perfect call. Lofton now at third. The count 2 balls and no strikes, and with the exception of Jones at third, the infield is back, and the pitch is a strike on the inner part of the plate. 2-1.
Well, there's that cut fastball you talked about, Timmy. And you know, Greg Maddux, as you mentioned early, not a lot of velocity, but enough to strike you out because he doesn't throw too many pitches in the middle of the plate.
Wrong guy up there to strike out, however. In 600 at bats, Baerga struck out 31 times.
And he hits a soft grounder to short. It will score a run. Belliard takes care of Baerga, but the legs of Lofton create the first run of the World Series.